Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about positioning and market ownership. So good. Listen, I hope by now you see and get and believe, not just in your mind, but even in your body, like, I get it, Jude. The marketing focused business model doesn't work. I've tried it for years. I've gotten to a point, but now I'm maxed. Now I've reached my ceiling. So I know this is you talking. I hope and pray that the last episode convinced you of the truth that a sales centric business model is the most profitable and impactful. And if you need to really up the ante when it comes to this sales centric focus, if, as I ended the last episode, that you are the sales system, that every client that comes in, you're a part of the transaction, you're showing up live, you're the one that's doing the work. And sometimes, even if you have a sales team, but you're the one that's driving the sales, and that cannot continue, because the fact is, you will never scale to $1 million without a strategic sales ecosystem. And we're talking about back end automations, right? That's a part of the hidden sales system, but it's not the only thing, because there's a forward facing marketing aspect that is a part of the hidden sales system that, frankly, nobody else teaches. So you're welcome. Buckle up, listen up, and yeah, get excited. Now, before I dive in, I just want to reiterate that the masterclass I had done, the hidden sales system that drives daily sales without a big team or a big following and zero ads, that's going to be coming down soon. So you might want to, depending when you're catching this, you might want to pause right here and go down to the description in the show notes and click on that masterclass, because very soon I'm going to be taking that down and repackaging it into a paid offer. It is too good. It's 90 minutes of juice that I'd previously saved for ladies in my highest proximity spaces. So head over to watch that masterclass now. All right, if you've already done that, though, let's dive into a little bit more about sales, specifically in positioning. Sales in positioning. I call this market ownership. And when you build your positioning on sales, the way I'm going to teach it, the fact is, you have no competition. None. That's not just something I say, that's true. How could that be, Jude? Why is that? Well, because you create a new market by redefining your highest caliber best client's problem. And because you've redefined it, you've redefined the problem, so only you have the solution. And so I'm going to walk you through kind of how I position my work and let that be an example of what I'm talking about when I'm saying create a new market by redefining their problem, the problem that your highest caliber premium clients think their problem is, but it's really not. So, my clients, my highest caliber best clients, you think your problem is lead gen or visibility, but I'm redefining that problem to say, no, that's not it. You need a completely different business model. And more specifically, a sales centric business model predictably and systematically brings premium clients to you and converts them into clients fast, so that you bring in daily sales and effortlessly stack your monthly recurring revenue. And here's the juice of it: without you. Is that not powerful? Because other business coaches, even other sales coaches, are still saying that, well, sales comes here in the order of things. So you do have to market, but here's how I can help you improve your sales skills. I'm like, wait a minute. Sales skills is one thing, but you should be selling from the hello. You should be selling in everything that you do, right? All right. So continuing in my real life example when it comes to positioning, I say this: as for other sales coaches, they teach you how to sell, right? It's skills based. And in that way, you are the sales engine. But I do something completely different with my clients. I help them build a business that sells without them. That's not skills based, that's systems based. And so you aren't the sales engine there. Your business is the sales engine. So here's what I would say: most multi six figure consultants, coaches, and service providers think they need more visibility, and they think they need a better lead gen strategy to scale. But in everything I put out there, I show and prove, not just tell, but show and prove with evidence how getting more leads or eyeballs on their work, that's the wrong focus. Given the emphasis on quantity over quality, and the goal of all of what they're saying on leads and marketing is goals of nurture. I show how that's not getting you what you want. You're not in the business of filling your pipeline. You're in the business of changing clients' lives. And that can't happen unless and until your entire business is built for conversion, right? And then another aspect of what I say in the way of positioning and content is I'm saying you aren't a content creator. You are the authority who creates a bingeable body of work. You don't create content, you curate this beautiful global body of work. What else? It's not about consistency. It's not about showing up just to get a post and check the box. No, no, no. It's not about consistency. It's about potency. And it's not about giving value. Lots of love to Gary Vee's jab, 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 right hook, but he got it wrong. I don't know if you ever read that book from way long ago, but it's not about giving value. It's about shifting your audience's understanding of their actual problem. Because sales isn't something you do after marketing. Marketing is sales. And also, as a part of positioning, I speak to identity. You are the God appointed authority for your people. There's power in that with the shared values I have with my audience of highest caliber, best clients, right? What else? I speak with specificity about their current daily experience. I never say you're stuck. My best client isn't stuck. She's reached a high degree of success, but she just wants more and she wants it faster. So I talk specifically about what her day looks like, moments that she had around team, around client work, around what she's doing in the way of selling her offers and herself. And then I paint a very vivid picture of their future. Scale sales without calls. That's just one aspect of it. But what does life look like when sales are coming in every day? What does life feel like when these more and more of these dream clients are reaching out to you? You never heard of them before. And that's very different than what you're experiencing now. So I paint a very vivid picture of the future. And then I show them the way by referencing my proprietary IP, right? Like market ownership that I talked about earlier. That's how I define positioning in this sales-centric business model. And I also talked about at the end of last episode, I talked about the uncopyable genius. That's your unique edge, your uncopyable genius that gives you that category of one status that everybody talks about, right? And very few actually have. But when you do all of this, you activate your buyers. Because premium buyers buy inevitable results. Premium buyers hire certain authorities. There's no wavering. There's no qualification. You may, you might. No, no, no. This is what's going to happen when you work with me. Premium buyers move fast, and premium buyers pay premium prices. So, hope you've seen how I have redefined the problem. It's sales, not marketing. And I presented a new solution, a sales-centric business. We're going to build these hidden sales systems in the front end and the back end. And so when it comes to positioning, the goal of positioning is not to stand out. Standing out, that assumes that you have others among you, right? It assumes that competition exists. Oh no. The way I teach positioning is that the goal of positioning is to stand not out, but alone, right? You are the authority who sets a new standard. You own the market because you created it. You are incomparable. You are incomparable. So, to sum it up, positioning is where you sit in the buyer's mind. Like, what are you known for specifically? How are you different specifically in the way that you work with clients, in your approach, in the depth of your brilliance? It's also the market, again, that you've created and specifically who it's for. And this is where your authority becomes undeniable. Now, in the next episode of this mini series, we're going to talk about messaging. But again, we go into all of this and more inside the Hidden Sales System Masterclass. This is the system that drives daily sales. So head right down to the show notes, click on that masterclass before it comes down into a paid program. All right, do that right now, and I'll see you in the next episode.